Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Okay, so right now, Terrence Crawford is not only the undisputed champion, but he's the undisputed pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. That's no longer up for debate. The only thing that's up for debate is where Crawford ranks amongst pound-for-pound the greatest fighters of all time, and I'm talking about top 5. This year of boxing, boxers have definitely been raising the bar when it comes to being pound-for-pound the best. I mean, you had Naoya Inoue with his extremely impressive win over Stephen Fulton, moving up in weight and stopping him. And of course, Terrence Crawford, he trumped that by knocking out another fellow pound-for-pound champion in Errol Spence. There is no boxer today that can say they have a knockout win bigger than the one Terrence Crawford just got in his last fight. But there is another fighter that's seriously trying to challenge Terrence Crawford's throne, and that is Jermell Charlo. Charlo is attempting to do the same thing that Terrence Crawford just did, and that's become undisputed in 2 different weight classes. The only difference is Jermell Charlo, he's moving up 2 weight classes, which means if Charlo is successful, even more history will be made that night, because no fighter has been successful at moving up 2 weight classes and winning a major world title since Roberto Duran. Sugar Shane Mosley, he moved up 2 weight classes to beat De La Hoya, but he fought in the welterweight division before he fought De La Hoya. No one that I can recall has moved up, once again, 2 weight classes without fighting anyone in that weight class prior. Charlo will be fighting against Canelo Alvarez, who is undefeated at 168, and he will have a serious weight disadvantage. I want to keep making this clear, guys. When you see these reporters, especially like Marcos from Fight Hub, who always does this, trying to say that all of a sudden the guy moving up 2 weight classes is actually bigger than Canelo Alvarez because he's taller and longer, it makes absolutely no sense. That's the reason why they have weight classes and not height classes in the sport of boxing. This is the reason why no one has been able to jump up 2 weight classes and win a major world title in 43 years. If all you had to do is be taller and longer than your opponent, then fighters would be moving up 2-3 weight classes all the time winning titles. Now, of course, when Jermell Charlo talks about this fight and reporters, they try to set him up and Charlo doesn't understand he's being set up, and they try to say stuff like, oh, you're bigger than Canelo, you're bigger than him, right? You're the same size. Of course Jermell is going to say, yeah, I'm bigger than him. Yeah, we the same size, we this, we that. Of course he's going to say that because he's only thinking about pride. He's not paying attention to the propaganda and the politics that are being set up when they ask the question. The agenda, I should say. So it's perfectly normal for a boxer that's not paying attention to things like that to just say things with pride. Kell Brook was saying the same thing when he was preparing for Gennady Golovkin. With that being said, Jermell Charlo, he truly feels he's going to surprise a lot of people. He feels the weight is not going to be that much of a disadvantage. He believes he can bring his power all the way up to 168 pounds, which if he could do that, then this will be pretty much an easy fight for him, because I think all of us know, even Canelo Alvarez fans know deep down that if Canelo and Jermell Charlo were naturally in the same weight class, Jermell wins that fight easy. Because I truly believe Brian Castano has a much more difficult style than Canelo Alvarez does. With that being said, if Jermell is successful and he beats Canelo Alvarez, he's not finished there. He says now he wants to go after David Benavidez. And guys, I'm telling you right now, if Jermell Charlo says that, he means it. He's been telling us that he's been wanting this Canelo Alvarez fight for over a year, and he lands that fight. Now he's saying that he wants the David Benavidez fight. If he says it, he's serious. And we're going to find out how, he really deals with the new weight class when he fights Canelo Alvarez, if he really does look like the same Charlo at 154. But I'm telling you right now, if Charlo can beat Canelo Alvarez and then go after David Benavidez in this very next fight, let's just say hypothetically he beats them both, beats Canelo and David Benavidez back to back after becoming a 2-time undisputed champion, moving up 2 weight classes. In that scenario, Terrence Crawford would have serious competition for who truly is the undisputed best fighter in the world. But at the same time, a lot of things have to transpire before we even see a scenario like that. First of all, David Benavidez will most likely fight Andrade, and I truly believe Andrade is going to beat David Benavidez. Anything is possible. David does have that massive equalizer. He can catch you with one punch and change the dynamic of the fight. But in terms of skill, I don't see David Benavidez beating Demetrius Andrade. So we'll see how it all plays out, but there's no doubt about it. Jermell Charlo is truly, truly trying to make history. Everything he's doing is legacy, legacy, legacy. That's all that's on his mind right now. Like he said in a recent interview, he doesn't care about the money. He's doing all of this for legacy. And right now, he's as hungry as Terrence Crawford is. So it'll be really interesting to see how this Canelo Alvarez fight plays out. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Decay Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodecay.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
NWA Connie Corsos proudly presents the Southern Classic Litter. The breeding between Scandafio's Rambo and NWA's Nyla is confirmed, and pups will be here within 30 days. Get ahead of the pack by getting your application in at NWAConnieCorsos.com. Our pups come with a 24-month health guarantee. Contact us on any platform at NWA Connie Corsos. We stand behind our dogs.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP. And I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention. So I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, can you fix this? And, he pretty much said, no problem. My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.